just you, Sandra.
Okay, so I think it's really amazing to start a Sunday in this way and take a little bit of time just to kind of look inwards, because I think our busy lives and, you know, just everyday going, oftentimes we can kind of forget about, you know, taking a moment and connecting to like what is really going on for me. So that's why mindfulness. And I'm also aware that mindfulness is a very much like very often used word nowadays, and it's really big, and people talk about mindfulness in many different ways. So basically, like if there are a few things to remember about it, is that it's not hypnotic, and it's not about going out there. It is really about going in here. Okay. So it is about staying in our physical body. It's about connecting with the physical body. I think I mentioned when we met first time, this is this, like my teacher says, this is the spacesuit you got, okay, for this time around. So why not try to turn it on, you know, to flip all the switches and use it? Because if I don't, well, you know, okay, I'll still have a life, but I think it can be a way richer life, fuller life, if I connect to myself, my physical body, which is, you know, obvious because it's more solid, but also my emotional body, my thinking body, my energy body. Knowing that all those pieces are interconnected and that there is no hierarchy. So it's not that a thinking body is better than a physical body and so on. It is actually, if anything, then it's the other way around. We will be healthier, better, more resilient if our thoughts and emotions are connected to this physical body. The other thing that is really important, I think, about mindfulness to kind of remember is that it's about this time right now. So it's not about the past and it's not about the future. Our nervous system is wired in a way to keep us safe. It's constantly checking, am I safe, am I not safe? Can I connect or should I not connect? So that's why we will remember painful experiences a bit more and things that hurt us. And I mean, I work with couples. One of my favorite things is when couples start saying, you know, here are all the things when you failed me and hurt me. And I'm like, okay, we could do that. Or we could stay in the right here, this moment, notice what's going on, and see if we can begin to repair. Because our nervous system, it's not stupid, it's trying to keep us alive. But if I manage to slow it down and keep on checking, you know, what do I know to be true right now? Then I open a little bit of a window of possibility of repair in this moment. That can really help the nervous system relax. So it doesn't have to go, hey, wait a second, remember all the past experiences when you got hurt. So mindfulness can help with that. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay.
Great introduction.
Yeah. And an amazing thing that we all have that is so helpful is our breath. So breath is an anchor. So the image that comes for me is, you know, if I want to do mindfulness, then I take the anchor, which is my breath, I cast it, you know, I throw it deep down to ground. We'll do a lot of grounding today. And then I can look around. I'm holding on to my breath. I have the awareness of my inhales and exhales. It's this amazing invisible structure, which is available to all of us. It's just a breath away. I can hold on to that. Nothing bad will happen. Inhale, exhale, this moment, observing around what is going on. How is my heart feeling? How is my belly feeling? And so on. So I'd like us to practice some basic mindfulness meditation so that you can get like an experience of what I'm talking about, so that it's not just the words. Let me just see what else I noted for myself. Oh, okay, a big word which I already used today, which I really love, and I think it's super important for the time we are living in, is resilience. Okay, so resilience is about ability to stay present to whatever is going on, to be able to tolerate intense emotions. There is a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of like big things going on, anger, frustration, right? So mindfulness will help you with that. So you can kind of ride the wave. It doesn't have to be like a tsunami, just, you know, passes over me and I'm done. I can't come back to myself. So that's why the more you practice it, the better you will be. There is no end goal. Everybody can do it in their own pace. That's it. It's like a technique for life, a tool for life.
And so, Sandra, what would you say would be the easiest, the best tip for people to incorporate a meditation practice into their daily routines?
Yeah. So when I started, what I did is I would literally take time in the morning. For me, it worked to do it in the morning. That might not be the case for everybody. I also, when I started, I also used to do it like I was at work. I worked in a hospital. I would go to washroom. I would stand there in my little stall and go like, okay, feel your feet on the ground. Like we'll do it together. So you'll get the idea. Feel the feet. Okay, I'm here. I'm breathing. I'm in this body that's already breathing. I don't have to do anything. So like I help myself in that way. So even if you do, 5 minutes a day, or if you go, you go to the park or you go to the water, you go somewhere out and you like connect to the nature, connect to your breath, realize, I'm part of something bigger that surrounds me, which has been here before me, will be here after me. That's what helped me.
So we challenge everybody who is on this call today to incorporate 5 minutes into your day for 7 days. Starting today, we're doing 15 minutes, or we'll see what we do for the rest of the week, and then let us know how you did. And we will be posting this recording on our community page. So if you need guidance or just to tap back into this energy and collective of us together here, you can find that on our Facebook community page, and I'll link that in the group chat.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try it. So I will guide you. If you feel uncomfortable having the video on, I'm totally fine if you turn the video off. I will be doing it with you. So I will not be, watching every one of you. So you don't have to feel awkward. So one of the first things that I always say is sit in a way that your spine can be upright. So try not to do it lying down unless you have to. So sitting in a way that the spine, it's not rigid like this, but it's like kind of upright with dignity. So it holds you. And imagine, each vertebrae on top of the next, like little cushioning in between so that they are not squished. And then your head. So from the tailbone all the way up to the head. And feel your feet on the ground, or if you're sitting cross-legged, you can also gently feel into the support below your sit bones. So noticing that there is solid floor, steady solid ground, or chair beneath you, holding you, the way that the chair supports your body. And maybe you've noticed I've already kind of cast my gaze down, so feel free to, look down so that you don't get, distracted with things around you. Or if you feel comfortable and safe, feel free to close your eyes. So connecting to outside as well as inside structures that hold us. The solid ground beneath your feet, which also symbolizes the solid earth holding you. The chair or sofa that you're sitting on, holding your body, and also your spine holding you on the inside from the tailbone all the way up to your head, so that your body doesn't need to be in any different way or do anything, just being held. And then noticing that you are in the body that's already breathing, so that you don't have to do anything to breathe. That your body is already breathing you. And if it's okay and safe, giving yourself permission to gently begin to lean into that breath. So what that means is to begin to relax into this next 15 minutes. So everything else from the morning or whatever is planned for later today can wait, and just gently go to the side so that you can stay present to yourself. So resting into this present moment. If your mind wanders at any time, that's okay. Just come back to your breath. Just notice the inhales and exhales, the continuous wave of your breath. Every inhale expanding, every exhale letting go. And beginning to pay attention to the places that the breath touches inside of your body. So as you inhale, maybe you will feel it like a little bit cooler air in your nose. Or you might feel the breath as swirling of the air in the back of your mouth. Or the way it passes through your throat, relaxing, softening the throat so the air can pass freely. And then also gentle rising and falling of your chest. Maybe you will feel it just in the top of your chest as you breathe. And if it's safe and okay, maybe you can give yourself permission that even the middle of your chest can rise and fall right there where your heart center is. The heart center is just below the sternum in the front and between the shoulder blades in the back, rising and falling. Like waves on a lake, waves on an ocean. And then if you feel okay and safe, noticing or giving permission that your breath drops all the way to your belly. So softening your belly so that the belly can begin to rise and fall. And then also imagining that the entire front of your body as you breathe, however slightly, you might feel it a bit more, you might feel it a little bit less, or it's okay to just imagine that the whole front of the body can begin to rise and fall in the rhythm of your inhales and exhales. This beautiful, basic rhythm that we were born with, and it will stay with you for your entire life. And what we will do, just to deepen the softening of the front of the body and deepen the breath, we will do a quick scan from the top of the head down, just softening, relaxing parts of our body, the front of the body especially, because the front of the body is the part of us that faces the world. So oftentimes we protect it or rigidify or armor it up. So just for the next few minutes, giving yourself permission, if it's safe, to let that go. So relaxing your forehead, relaxing your eyebrows, and softening the place between your eyebrows. Softening your eyes. So although your eyes are closed, imagine that your gaze, as you gaze inwardly into yourself, that it can be softer as well, so that you can look into you with a bit more compassion and empathy. And maybe it translates into everyday life later on, so that you can look at others around you with softness as well. And softening your cheeks, your face, your lips, your jaw, your ears, the tongue inside of your mouth. And as you breathe, and as the next inhale arrives and expands, imagining that it can create a little bit more space in your head, a little bit more space in your mind for your thoughts, so that the thoughts don't have to get overwhelming. It's like wild horses. What do you do with wild horses? Do you put them in a smaller space? No, you give them wide open space. So giving as much space as your thoughts need And then returning back to your breath, to the rhythm of inhales and exhales. And relaxing your neck and your throat, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the chest, and your heart center below the sternum and between the shoulder blades. Imagining that that space between the shoulder blades can open up just a little bit. As if you could lean towards the rhythm of inhales and exhales with that place between the shoulder blades, the receiving center for love. And imagining that as you breathe, that when the next inhale arrives and expands, that it can create a little bit more space in your heart for any emotions that are there. And then moving on below the diaphragm and relaxing your stomach and the belly and all the important, well, all the organs in your belly. Imagining that your kidneys can relax, that your liver can soften, your spleen, your guts, your intestine, that they can relax. All the organs in the pelvic cradle, so that that pelvis can indeed become to move like a cradle. You don't have to hold it still. Everything between the hips, ovaries, uterus, anus, all the inner organs. And if you don't have an organ, if you had a surgery and if it's not physically there, see if you can still give it permission to energetically relax into the body. And then as you breathe, imagine that the next inhale can drop all the way into your belly and expand and create a little bit more space for the gut feelings, for the intuition in your guts. Okay. And then relaxing your hips, your thighs, your knees, relaxing the calves, ankles, and feet. And dropping your mind's eye all the way down into your feet, as if you could travel through the body and go all the way into your feet. And then imagine that, just like you have your physical feet, that you could have energy feet, identical to the physical ones, just made of energy, so that they can actually drop through the floor or chair if you're sitting cross-legged, and down through the floor and through the entire construction of the house or a building that you live in, and down into the earth. It's like throwing a pebble into the lake, and the pebble knows exactly how to go to the bottom. So in the same way, your energy feet know how to go deep, deep, deep down to the earth. They just wait for your permission. So growing those energy feet, or your roots, as deep as they want to go, with every inhale and exhale, they can go deeper and deeper and deeper still. Really anchoring you solidly into this present moment. You might even notice that there are other roots around you, that you are connected to everything and everyone that breathes and is alive today. And if that is too much, you can just let that go and stay with yourself. So knowing that there are at least 3 different places that we can ground from. Okay, one would be through the roots, the way you just did, feeling the solid support of the ground beneath your feet and allowing the energy roots to go deep into the earth. The other one is to connect to the breath, to this continuous rhythm of inhales and exhales that actually form invisible structure that can hold you. So if you have a lot of thoughts, you can imagine or sense that those thoughts can be carried on top of the rhythm of your inhales and exhales. You don't have to think them. You can just let them gently be carried on top of the river of your breath. If there are a lot of feelings, you can also let the feelings float on top of the inhales and exhales, that solid, well, invisible structure, strong structure of your breath. And the same for inner stories or intuition. So that at any given moment, you have your thoughts, but you're not only your thoughts. And you have your feelings, and you're not only the feelings. And you have your intuition, your inner stories. You're not only the intuition. You're she or he who has all of those experiences at the same time, witnessing from this place of inner observer, inner witness, that is deeply grounded in the earth, deeply connected to your breath. And then the last place that I'd like us to try today to also center from would be your heart center. So bringing your awareness to the center of your chest, right there under the sternum, below the sternum, and between the shoulder blades on the back. That is the room of your heart. And imagining that you can see yourself right there in the center of the room of your heart, and that there is a golden circle, and that you can sit inside of that golden circle, and that golden circle is safe and protecting you, and that nothing and no one can cross the boundary of the golden circle unless you give them permission. So take a moment to sit there in the safety and protection of the golden circle in your heart. Feel free to have loved ones, pets, animals, plants, whatever you need to decorate and create that space in your heart and in your mind to really feel safe and steady. And that this is a place that you can relax in. And don't forget to breathe. And because this is a magical moment, and anything and everything can happen when there is magical moment. Know that in this golden circle of your heart, that there is a gift waiting for you there. It is just sitting next to you on your left side, right there, within the reach of your left arm. Let it surprise you. You extend your arm and you touch the gift that the heart, your heart, had there for you, waiting for you. A perfect gift for this moment in time. And you take it and you have a look at it. Maybe it's an object or a word or a symbol. Let it just open up for you. And even if it might not make logical sense, it is a perfect gift for you at this time. And you hold it close to your heart and you take it. And knowing that you can always come back to this kind of experience, that all it takes is feeling your feet solidly on the ground, in the support of the earth, and leaning into the rhythm of your breath that can hold you and all your emotions and thoughts and stories. And that there is always this golden circle in the center of your heart. Taking all the time that you need to very gently and slowly return back to the here and now, and us sitting together in this Zoom call. Trust your body, trust your eyes so they can open at whatever time is right for you. And when they do, allow yourself a moment to get oriented in the space before coming fully on and returning back to the video call. Thank you. I hope this was useful. And like Tara said, there is a recording, so you can always use it to help you kind of go in. It's a lifetime of surprises and journeys if you decide to, you know, now you open the door, you can cross the threshold. You don't have to. If you decide to cross it, you're going to have a lifetime of surprises. So
thank you so much, Sandra. What a beautiful way to start a new week tomorrow. And I just love your voice and your words. So I'm going to picture that special room. I envisioned a really neat area in my heart center. So the golden wall, that's a great visual. So have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.